Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into today's interview. With me today is Brenda Bernstein. She is a resume and LinkedIn profile writer, as well as an author and a speaker. She's really great at helping people look really good on paper. Okay, so is there anything else you'd like me to add to the introduction, Barbara or
Well,
Brenda?
the other thing that I do is I also help people who are applying to school to express themselves in their application essays.
Mm. Yeah, that's a very useful skill. I'm sure that you get a lot of inquiries for that because they don't really teach people how to do that. You're just expected to just go and try, you know.
Yes, exactly. And I think the trickiest thing is that people get so much information about what they're not supposed to do in their essays, and sometimes they make up that they're not supposed to do something that's actually the exact right thing to do. And so I need to kind of help them and coach them to say, no, actually you do want to talk about this and this and this. And no, that doesn't make you sound like everyone else. People get things like flipped around. They think the things they say are going to sound like everyone else
Mm.
that actually are the things that make them unique. And then the things that they want to say are things that make them sound like everyone else. So, because it's sort of like the right thing to say, and it's not the right thing to say. So,
I guess that's why working with a coach is always extremely important because
mhm.
even with physical training, right? The stuff that I thought was really important ended up not being as important as the stuff that, really was. So I'm really glad that there are people like you helping, people out. So,
Yeah.
before you got into, helping people stand out and get what they want by writing better, what were you doing in your life?
Hmm. In some ways, for a long time, I've actually been helping people get what they want by writing better. I always was drawn to English, and I was an English major at Yale. And back then, what I would tend to do is help especially one friend who was a writer for the Yale Daily News. And I was the person she always came to when she needed editing on her articles. I was her editor, unofficial, editor. And that was really maybe the beginning of my helping other people, to express themselves really well. And I've always just been a natural editor, not just like finding errors in your grammar and spelling, which I do, but are you expressing yourself in the most convincing way, in the most efficient way? Are you repeating things? Um, is there a logic and flow to how you're saying things? And I'll take a document and say, there's this part up here and this part down here, and if we just took out everything in between, then that would make make it so much better. My mom nicknamed me the machete because I could take any piece of writing and just and then at the end you get the clear path. Like that's really the metaphor. um, so I've always really been doing it. And when I graduated college, I spent 4 years doing various things, but during that time, I also was helping a lot of friends when they were applying to grad school, applying to medical school, and a lot of them were getting in and getting very positive feedback on their essays. Now, just to be clear, I do not write essays for people, okay?
Mhm.
Would never do that. I have very strong ethical stance about that. I will not ever write an essay for another person. Um, but what I do is I edit, I coach, I help them to figure out what is it that's special about